Hey guys, this is Reddy from Wealthy Options. Welcome to another episode of 0DTE Pulse. Today is Nifty monthly expiry. So Nifty finally broke last 1.5 month range in the daily charts, and it decisively closed above the last 1.5 month the range. So from the opening point of view, Nifty opened with slight gap up of I think about 30 to 40 points, which is absolutely okay. And straddle premium point of view. What happened is, so yesterday the straddle premium closing was around I think 120 rupees, and today it opened with 105, and then quickly it started trading around let's say 100 rupees, 100, 102. So which is basically a low premium base. So on any expiry day, if you don't get if you don't get the premium of straddle premium of approximately around 120, so that we can consider it as a low premium base. So that's how the straddle premium started. So we started with the low premium, and then Nifty kept on going up. So it just opened 30-40 points gap up, and then it moved almost 150 points in one direction, right? So this is where the lot of short covering started on the call options, and the straddle premium started going up all the way from 100 rupees to 158 points. So it's almost like I think 155 to 160 points one way up move in the straddle premium. So as a result of that, till 9:30, as you can guess, most of my call options, all the morning strategies, whatever I entered before 9:30, all of them calls got hit, and then I had only put options. But the loss was sort of in a control, because so though this one side up move came, but it came it's not like two big candles. The straddle premium was going up, and premiums were put premiums were not dropping. So because of steady up move, so the loss was not quite big. So until 9:30, it's a 158 points rally in the straddle premium here, but then you see couple of the red candles. It's a very minor consolidation for 15 minutes. Because of this, from 158, the straddle premium started coming down, another 25-30 points. For the rest of the day, you can see it's a very surprising straddle premium chart. So straddle premium did not melt at all. The premium did not melt at all until 135. It's kind of same like a last SENSEX expiry. All the decay we got it after 135. That doesn't mean that the 135 decay will happen every time, but guys, so this yesterday, last SENSEX expiry and today's Nifty expiry, premium did not fall until 135 at all. Not only that, if you see, during this entire time, so many times straddle premium kind of gave an impression like it was started melting down, and then it goes down by 20 points, and then if somebody try to enter the strategies thinking that the decay is starting, so then the straddle premium started going up by another 20-25 points. So throughout the day, from 9:30, let's say 9:30, 9:45, 10 o'clock onwards till 145. So straddle premium was trading between 115 to 135 range, and it was difficult. You have a lot of strategies from morning to the evening, and if there is no decay at all, and especially when the underlying is moving like this. So what happens is, you enter and you will get most of the times, you will get a hit on the for one side, and then when the premium starts shooting up, the other side stop losses also goes up. So this is what happened for me as well. So from here, the straddle premium little bit cooled off, but again started going up and down. And this particular red candle at 10:40, it's a sudden fall of 75 points in Nifty. So this took out most of the puts. Morning this particular move took all the calls, and this particular move took out most of the puts. But then after that, anyway, my positions after 10 o'clock are very light. So I had very few positions, especially some entered during this sudden fall, I mean, some breakout trades entered, I mean, which kind of sort of to up to this extent they helped, and it was I mean, we have already seen there was no decay until 135. So it was like slightly losses were coming down and started going up. That's how it is. But anyway, so I was in a loss of about I think 0.2 to 0.3 percentage till this phase. And from here 12 o'clock onwards, so again there is up move. So some of the positions which are entered here, so those calls, stop losses taken out, and then we had only puts, so those puts were taken out here. So losses started going up from 12 o'clock onwards. So then till I would say till 1 o'clock. So here I think at some point of time I had a loss of almost like a 0.4 percentage. So on my account, but from all the entries after 1 o'clock, be it regular entries and conditional entries, so they started getting into the profit because so here if you see generally what happens is the straddle premium starts losing when it is consolidating. So that did not happen. When there is a small breakout, when it is coming out of the range, small intraday or range, then generally the premium would have priced all this consolidation. There is a probability of breakout, and generally after this kind of a move, so premium is supposed to ease. So that did not happen. So when this broke out, and then the breaking down risk relaxed, so then ideally the straddle premium should have fallen. Even that did not happen today. So that's what I was tweeting during the day. So no matter whatever happened, whether market went up, came down, and eased from the breakout and breakdown, nothing, the straddle premium was not coming down at all. So I mean, during this time I think it was pretty much clear, like the premiums were pricing there is a big breakout or big one side move. Okay, that is what it could be. I think potentially like breaking the day high or breaking the day low. So but given the strength of Nifty, I think breaking the day high is very probable. So I think premium was pricing that during this move. I have clearly observed, I mean, be it 1 OTM or 2 OTM options and all, though the Nifty was coming down slightly here, the call premiums were not coming down at all. I mean, from 25 they come down by hardly by 3-4 points, but then for one green candle they shot up by another 5-10 points, right? So it was, the premium was clearly pricing that, I mean, there is a up move, potential up move on the upside, but being a system trader, I mean, we follow the system, we follow the system with the discipline, and I just kept on to the my positions and let the system take care of whatever it has to do. So once Nifty broke day high, I mean, straddle premium started relaxing from here, that is approximately from 145 onwards. So from here my losses started coming down, because whatever the positions I had for them, calls were taken out, but I mean puts were there, but as the premium decay was very aggressive, as you could see from 145 onwards, that premium decay was very, very aggressive. So the put started falling very fast, right? And then the entries, I mean, that the positions, I mean, that my systems took after 130, 145 onwards, I mean, they started taking the straddle of 25 500. So and which is something because the premium was falling, so that those straddles, I mean, started making a profit both on upside and downside as well, and especially from 2 o'clock onwards. It's a nice consolidation of next 45 minutes during this time. At some point of time my account from minus 0.4 percentage, it started turning into minus, I think, plus 0.25 percentage. So that's how it was, but then at 255 there is a sudden upside move, and it broke the day high again. So this is where I think 500 calls they shot up from, I think, somewhere from 16 rupees to I think, if I remember correctly, it was like 11 or 16 rupees, all the way up to 50 55 rupees, right? So this 3 p.m. move actually the move came at 255 itself. I mean, after 3 p.m. it's sort of a consolidation, but the strike moved from 25,500 to 25,500. So had Nifty closed around 25,500, so the day would have been pretty much good. I think I would have probably ended with 0.6 or 0.7 percentage profit, because I had a lot of straddles at 25. 500. So when I say lot, I think it's reasonably good volume of 25,500 straddles. But when this move happened, first small stop losses taken out, and the trailing stop losses triggered, and then even some of the big stop losses also hit. And whatever the calls left out, they ended with somewhere between I think some of them are closed at 46, some at 50 and 48. So nothing much I was able to capture in some of these entries from the call side, but I mean the put sides, premium almost has become a zero. Finally, I mean I ended up with 34k profit, across all my accounts. This account ended with the profit of around 18k, and this one is sort of flat, just above the break even, and the other account. So this ended with 14k. So overall, it's a 34k profit, which turns out like a approximately close to 0.1 percentage on my overall account size. Generally, the monthly expiries are more tough to trade. I mean, because of a lot of the rollovers. I mean, that may happen in the stock options and index options and index futures and the stock futures and all. I mean, today was not a different day, but I think the bigger problem was because of the straddle premium and premium behavior, and premiums were not coming down. So underlying, the first couple of hours was tough. After that, I mean, it's a clean consolidation followed by one side up move. But with such a weird behavior of straddle premium, it is really tough to make money. So June was tough, and May was also tough, and this particular week was the last week of the June monthly expiry. I mean, it was very tough for option traders. So let's hope July and the next quarter will be fruitful for most of the traders. I think that's pretty much what I wanted to cover, and I'll see you in my next episode on Tuesday next week. And until then, take care. Thank you.